Hey guys, what's up? Welcome on my stream where I will try to do quick analysis of the game between PaiN Gaming and Hard Random yesterday in the Desafio International. I'm doing this before the game, the day 2 starts. So we still have 1 hour and a half before the day 2, and PaiN Gaming already won the first 2 games. So it looks very great, and I think the game between PaiN Gaming and Hard Random was the best of yesterday. So I'm going to try to do an analysis of it. This is the first time I do it, so please don't be harsh. I might not be as good as others that do it for a long time, like what's his name again? Monte Cristo. I'm not Monte Cristo. I do not pretend to be him, but I will do my best. Okay, let's not wait any further and let's go into this game. There it is. Okay, so PaiN, the Brazilian team against Hard Random, the Russian team. Starting with bans. Bans are pretty much blind because those teams don't play against each other. We know that Kira plays a lot of Vladimir, because he played it a lot in the international wildcard 4 months ago. So yeah, this is a classic ban against the Hard Random mid laner. In this game I expected PaiN Gaming to do the same thing they did against INTZ, which is first pick Victor and then keep the last pick for Mylon. Because Mylon is the kind of player that likes to play carry top laners. He likes to split push, to apply a lot of pressure, and he really uses very well the last pick to counter pick the opponents. But Victor is banned, so no pick on Victor for PaiN, especially because they don't have the first pick, so they don't want Kira to pick it, actually. Kira will play a very strong Victor in the game 2, the first game between Hard Random and KLG. So yeah, pretty good stuff. First pick Brom for Hard Random, very strong pick, and Mylon going for Gangplank. So that's already a surprise. Mylon going for the first pick. I expected him to go for the last pick, but we have seen Gangplank being very strong in Europe, and Mylon probably thinks that he can carry against anything Hard Random has prepared for Gangplank. And we will see that Hard Random has not exactly planned anything for Gangplank, because they will go for Nautilus. There we go, Nautilus, Jinx, Azir, Rek'Sai and Braum. So Hard Random is going very hard in the team fight composition. This is a very good 5v5 team, especially with Jinx and Azir, who have a lot of damage, a lot of reset potential, while on PaiN Gaming side, because they choose to pick Gangplank, they are committing to split pushing. Then finally last pick Civil, solid pick. It's good on swap lanes, it's good to engage, it's good to disengage. In this last patch I don't think she's worth a last pick, but since the Azir was already picked in the mid lane, so Kami could already counter pick. They kept the last pick for the AD carry because Hard Random also kept the last pick for AD carry. And it's not going to be Graves, it's going to be Sylvia. Let's go into the game. So, Gangplank in the top lane should have no problem against Nautilus if they decide to play normal lanes. The bot lane of Hard Random is pretty strong. Braum and Jinx, they can push very fast. But Sivir can also push very fast, so I don't favor any lane actually. And I really think that PaiN Gaming wants the Gangplank to farm as much as possible. What are they going to do? I cheated a little because I know the game, I know what's going to happen. And what's going to happen is hard random will swap lanes. And I'm not sure about that. Hard random, I'm not sure they're very good swap lanes. But they will show that they are not a very good team at swapping lanes. So hard random doing the jungle. Other side, it's Mylon going with 30. PaiN Gaming still have no idea that it's going to be a swap lane. So hard random should have the advantage because PaiN Gaming does not have the information. But anyway, BRTT will start to freeze the lane bot, which is good. They realize that it's a swap lane, so he will start to freeze and he will keep the lane always pushing against him so he can keep farming. And Smurf, the Nautilus, if he comes bot, he's in a dangerous situation because he can be ganked. Meanwhile, Jude is doing nothing in the opposite jungle, which shows how they did not really know that the swap lane was coming, because otherwise he would have done something else in the jungle. So now 4 people top lane for hard random and they will fast push the top lane. Normal stuff, classic. PaiN Gaming going for the strong side jungle to keep farming, hard random doing the same. Maybe they did not need 3 people to fast push this top tower. So for now, PaiN Gaming's swap lane is better because they go faster in the opponent's jungle and they push as fast as the hard random team. Hard random will have the tower first, but PaiN Gaming will have it right after. So yeah, nothing special happening yet. There we go. They leave the last hit for Gangplank because they really want Gangplank to be fed. So what they're doing is they leave Gangplank bot lane. He will let the tower kill the creeps and then he will last hit the tower and get the bonus gold, which will be very important for him to bully the Nautilus later. So as you can see, the lane will now push in favor of hard random, so it will freeze on PaiN Gaming side. And now hard random decides to swap again and get their bot lane next to Dragon. But what they did not plan is that they did not freeze very well the top lane. As you can see, they froze it, but Smurf has to go very far to start farming. And he may have wards, but it's very dangerous to be all the way up there, especially since he doesn't see the Alistar and PaiN Gaming sees it. As soon as they see him going for the creeps, they run for the gank. Very nice pulverize and headbutt from Jude. And now BRTT and 30 can just pick the easy kill. First blood. This is a big mistake from Smurf. Like, sure he had wards, but he should not go so far. Especially since he sees the Sivir being already in lane and he doesn't have vision of the 2 others. And now he makes the big mistake of teleporting back to the lane while it's a 2 versus 3, plus the TP of Mylon who was bot lane, so now it's a 4v2. So this teleport was really bad. There was a huge wave and you should never teleport back to the tower when you are in a potential 2v4. In a potential 2v4, a good team will always dive you. 2v4 even under tower, if you are still level 2 or even level 3, It's really not a hard dive, especially if there is an Alistar and the Gragas, which are very strong at diving towers. And PaiN Gaming did a very good job in this dive. They did not lose too much health, no one died, and they picked 2 kills. So now the Nautilus is already on 1-2, and Gangplank has the 2 assists, which makes up for the lack of CS. And Gangplank is actually already ahead of Nautilus, even though he has less creeps. So now what PaiN will do is they will try to give as much farm to Gangplank as they can. And the bot lane is frozen next to the tower, so Mylon can start to farm tranquilo in the next tower. Meanwhile, Kami is playing a very dangerous game there. Because Mylon is farming bot and BRTT was base, so and they did not have vision of the rest of the hard run team. So being so far in the mid lane was very dangerous, but he gets away with it. So now PaiN Gaming is ahead and they start to slowly push the lanes. Oh, let's see the dive. As you can see, just TP'd. It was Gangplank in the bot lane, so he can easily join the rest of the team with the TP. Very good aggro juggle from the PaiN Gaming team. BRTT took the aggro first. It allowed for Dude to have the combo for free. Then he came out of the tower to not take too much damage, and he came back in a little bit later. The aggro went to 30. 30 is the most tanky member in the team. He had time to apply his CC, and then BRTT had time to kill the targets. Very good dive. Now Mylon starts to push the bot lane. The top lane is pushed, and Kami is pushing the mid lane. So what is PaiN Gaming doing? They have the advantage in the vision, they have more kills, so they have more gold, so they are stronger. Also, Smurf has no TP, they know it because he just used it, so he's stuck in the top lane. The lane is pushed top, the lane is pushed bot, the lane is pushed middle. That's the easiest dragon you can have ever. Especially because hard random cannot counter it with anything. Smurf is nowhere near any tower, so he will not punish it with a push on the tower. Kira was also pushed under his tower, and the bot lane is pushed under their tower, so they cannot trade it with anything, and that was a very good dragon. Now at this point, I think PaiN Gaming really has the game. Like, what they're going to try is keep Mylon farming. Nautilus will never become stronger than him. Like, Mylon has already catch up with the CS. Soon enough, Mylon will get his Trinity Force. When he will get his Trinity Force, he will keep pushing. He can push faster than Nautilus. He has more damage. Right now, Nautilus is not going to do much, especially with Chain Vest. He doesn't have much damage. He can push, but Mylon is still stronger. And the barrels of the Gangplank are really OP right now. What PaiN Gaming are looking for is have Mylon split pushing, force the hard random team to react to his split push. So they would have to send more players to stop Mylon, and then the rest of the PaiN Gaming team can apply pressure elsewhere and start to take towers mid and bot. They don't have to force anything, they already have the first dragon, they are stronger. In team fights they are stronger because they have more gold. Azir still has to farm a lot before he gets relevant. Azir takes a lot of time to start being strong. The late game of Azir is very strong, the hard random late game is very strong, but as the thing started, it doesn't look like they will reach the late game. And Ari and Gangplank will try to get hard random to stretch on the map, and with Ari you can get picks when the other team is not grouped. Then hard random, what do? This is actually the best answer they have, because they will not stop Mylon in the top lane, and they know they have the better 5v5, and the risk of being picked off if they don't stay grouped. They just group as 5 and abuse the power of Jinx and Azir. And what they're trying to do now is getting the mid tower. Because if they get the mid tower, then Azir can use his own tower, his passive. And here goes the engage from PaiN Gaming, and this is very questionable. It's a 4v5 engage, and they did not have to go right now. The tower still had a lot of health, and they really tried to force this very hard. All they had to do is wait for Gangplank to start pushing the top lane, and then hard random at one point they will have to react to it, because they cannot leave Gangplank kill all their base. Instead they try to engage in the 4v5, and that's something PaiN Gaming does a lot. They really often go for a 4v5 fight, and when the other team do not punish them for it, they manage to win easy games like that, because if you start winning 4v5s, you can get huge advantages of it. But because hard random is a strong team, it's still an international tournament, they know exactly how to react to it, they did not get caught, and then it was just PaiN Gaming going for a very insane fight. And now they don't have any way to defend this middle tower, and this single mistake will allow hard random to get the mid tower a little bit faster, and hard random will get the mid tower before the second dragon spawns. And you will see this mistake will have a huge impact in the game. This is actually what allows hard random to come back to in this game. As you can see, Azir is very safe at defending the mid tower. PaiN Gaming knows it, so yeah, here we go. This is good. We want to get picks, but Ari is back because they just failed the last engage, so they had to go back in this order. And now hard random have vision. They use this time to get vision in the river, and a little bit of vision at the entrance of PaiN Gaming jungle. PaiN Gaming tries to get the blue buff, but again, it's a 4v5. Kami was base, now Mylon is base, and all the setup PaiN Gaming had got lost by this engage 4v5 that did not work. So yeah, this was a huge misstep. And now, yeah, this is classic PaiN Gaming. They don't know what to do, so they all start to go back at random moments, and that's very bad. Then BRTT tries to farm and gets low HP for no reason. And now BRTT has to go back, so again, they cannot fight because they are never as 5 on the map. And Kira keeps farming. And that's the game plan of hard random. Smurf tries to push, and then he runs away. Never try to fight the Gangplank 1v1, you're not going to win it. And they will go again for the all random, all mid. And this time the tower has no health, so they will manage to kill it. And as you can see, the dragon just spawned. The tower is almost dead. Now Mylon is top again, and what hard random will do? What can they do to stop the split push from Mylon? Which actually is not really split pushing, he's not pushing, he's freezing. Now he starts pushing. So because BRTT and Mylon are top and bottom, hard random have no risk on going for this tower. Also, they had a lot of wards. That's something European teams are really better than Brazilian teams are doing, is siege comps. So they realized that they had a better siege comp. They killed the tower, so they had the advantage, and now they could go for dragon. And now PaiN Gaming thinks, okay, we are ahead, we need to fight it. But they come in without ward, so they face check. They have to face check the soldiers. Kira and Lex are very safe behind the soldiers. PaiN Gaming manages to get 2 kills because they are so strong, but they give up the dragon, and hard random, they are very happy with this. They were very far behind, they managed to take a tower, 1 kill and the dragon for 2 kills. This is a perfect situation for hard random. And now they reset the waves, everybody goes back because the fight is over, and Jinx has a huge wave of creeps bot lane, and Smurf also has a huge wave of creeps in the top lane. And they arrive right in time for farming. So as you can see, still 2000 gold ahead for PaiN Gaming, but they lost the dragon. And now Jinx and Nautilus can reset the lane, and hard random will keep doing the same. So PaiN Gaming were in a situation where hard random had no way to contest, to answer the split push from Mylon. Sure, he manages to farm a lot. Now he has this Trinity Force. He's getting stronger and stronger. But they pay for it with a stupid team fight, 4v5. And the 4v5 fight cost them a tower and a dragon and a lot of farm for Jinx and Nautilus. While if PaiN Gaming had been a little bit more careful, if they waited a little bit more, waited for Mylon to start pushing, then they might have had a better vision around dragon, clean the wards, because remember they are with Ahri. And Ahri, what she needs is for her team to clear the vision. You clear the vision, you kill the wards, and then you force the enemies to face check. And that's exactly what they could have done if they had Mylon pushing top. They had waited, clean the ward around dragon, and then wait for hard random to face check. Instead, they tried to go for a 4v5 fight. They lose it, they lose the tower, and I say it again. So now, what's going on? Well, hard random, they realize that their tactic of 5-man mid works, so they will just defend their mid tower and group again. They will do it again and again and again. And that's when I start to be worried about PaiN Gaming, because they don't seem to have a plan right now. Their only plan is Mylon is going to split push, and then maybe we will win a fight if hard random makes a mistake. But if hard random does not make a mistake, then Azir is slowly farming. So this is a good plan for PaiN Gaming. Sure, they have the Gangplank, they need to abuse it. But I would like to see more vision dominance, because right now hard random has a siege comp and see the damage that Kira does, and they start to killing towers. Good stuff from PaiN Gaming right now, they don't over engage, they just stop hard random, and now Mylon gets the bottom tower. So this is exactly what PaiN Gaming should have done in last fight. You don't fully commit. You try to apply damage. If Camille lands a charm, this is good. This is good also. You don't overcommit. You slow them down, you farm the creep wave, and you let Mylon doing the job. And you hope for Mylon to push faster. And chances are that Mylon will kill towers faster. And the good thing is, the bottom tower is more important than the mid lane tower, especially in a split push situation, because the faster you get to the bot lane inhibitor, the faster you can get free bounds, because you will have to defend it. PaiN Gaming does a good job defending in the mid lane. It's a pain that Camille doesn't learn any charms. Camille's charms were pretty good, but they all went like 1 pixel away from landing. And if they landed, there could have been very good fights for PaiN Gaming there. So hard random were kind of lucky, or maybe skilled enough to avoid the skill shots. But still, PaiN Gaming are ahead, and they manage with wave clear to defend the mid lane tower, and they get the bot lane tower. So now I feel better, and I'm like, yeah, PaiN Gaming! Yeah! You finally found out how to play the split push. Don't overcommit 4v5, let the split pusher kill towers, force the enemy team to react to it, force them to go away from the siege position because they had to defend the bot lane tower before your Gangplank gets to the inhibitor, and make sure that they cannot win the base race. A good catch on Symphony, but again, Gangplank is in the top lane, so you cannot fully engage, and good job. Be patient. Only problem now, they don't have vision around Dragon, and the good thing is hard random do not have a hard engage right now. So PaiN Gaming can get the vision, good stuff, and now they need to start to clear the vision. There are 3 sweepers, but hard random does a very good job, and here's a mistake. Like, you have no reason to fight there. Hard random was waiting for them to engage, and hard random did a very good job to force them into a choke point. And now that PaiN Gaming went into the choke point, they were all on top of Azir's soldiers, and Azir starts to deal huge damage. They cannot go through the choke point because Azir has the soldiers. And Jinx is very safe, very far behind, and PaiN Gaming do not have enough damage to kill the front lane. So yeah, Mylon with Gangplank, he's not tanky yet, so he will TP in, but it's not in the team fight that he's stronger. Hard random, all they wanted now was a team fight. And what did PaiN Gaming do? They gave them a team fight. What PaiN Gaming wanted is clear the wards and force hard random into face checks and wait for Mylon to take the top lane tower. They tried to force and they couldn't. They did not expect hard random to be prepared for it, and hard random reacted very well. PaiN Gaming loses the fight and they lose the dragon, and this is really not good when you're 4k ahead. When you start to lose team fights, it means that you're not preparing your team fights well, and yeah, it may be a tilt from PaiN Gaming. So again, I thought PaiN Gaming had it, and once again, they kind of threw. You cannot go for the 5v5 against the teamfight composition when you have a split push composition. You need to work around it. And there, PaiN Gaming went straight into the 5v5. What PaiN Gaming could have done is use the ultimate from Gangplank to stop the hard random team from fighting for the dragon and force hard random out of their jungle. Force hard random to be in a situation when they need an engage, or otherwise they will lose an objective. But they did not manage to do that. Instead they tried to go all in, and that's not what you want to do. Yeah, so what's the situation now? PaiN Gaming is still ahead, even though they lost the fight. So yeah, Mylon is starting to be very fed, and there is no answer for the Gangplank. The only answer hard random has is group as 5 and try to 5v5 and wait for PaiN Gaming to engage shitty team fights like they did in last dragon fight. I saw many comments in Reddit saying, what the fuck hard random, you let Mylon get fed, and then you went all random, all mid, and you did not react to Mylon Gangplank, and this is why you lost. But you must realize that grouping mid like that is the answer of hard random to the split push. Because they cannot go 1v1 against the Gangplank, and if they go 2 against the Gangplank, then they will lose on the other side of the map. The only solution is group as 5 and siege the tower and force PaiN Gaming into a fight they don't want to take. And now PaiN Gaming is doing a good job. They just stay under the tower, they wave clear, and then they kill the bot lane tower. And now I'm like, yeah, PaiN Gaming, you're still ahead, and now you kill the bottom lane inhibitor tower, the game is yours. All you have to do is play the map, clear the wards, stretch the hard random team out, and then have Ari get the picks for free. And instead, what does PaiN Gaming do? They will do the classic Baron bait, which is not the best idea. Baron is very good at forcing team fights. I'm not saying that you should never go for Baron if you are ahead and you want to force a team fight. But the thing is, if you do that, if you want to force a team fight, first, do you really want to force a team fight? I said it again and again, hard random has a 5v5 composition. PaiN Gaming has the pick composition, so what they want is to deny vision from hard random, and they are not doing it very effectively right now. By going back over and over again, PaiN Gaming keeps giving rooms for Symphony and Dimonco to ward. So as you can see, hard random will always have vision in the mid lane and even in PaiN Gaming's jungle. Can you see that ward? Very deep into PaiN Gaming jungle. There should never be a ward here if you are ahead 5k gold ahead. There's a problem if they have a ward there. And they also have another ward here in their jungle. Also, hard random has the pink ward at the Baron. Like, it shouldn't happen. This is also because hard random does a good job at warding safely, but it's also because PaiN Gaming allows them. Anyway, PaiN Gaming is still ahead, and now they go for Dragon. This is a good thing, you are ahead, Dragon is not too hard to take, but this time be careful not to rush into a 5v5 situation in a choke point where Jinx and Azir can destroy you. This time they clear the walls and they start the Dragon without going into the trap. Smurf has TP, but with a better vision and Ari being around, this is a way better situation. This is how PaiN Gaming should play the Dragon fight. Mylon barrels are not the best, but hey. And there you go, see? They can vision, then hard random cannot enter because they are afraid of Ari, and now you get yourself a free dragon. Very good. Very good step from PaiN Gaming. And now hard random react because hard random are not too bad. They are a good team, remember? And they use the choke points, they realize that PaiN Gaming has to go through the choke points, and bam, this could have been terrible for PaiN Gaming. So yeah, you get the dragon, they get the tower. That's League of Legends. If you play against a good team, they will manage to contest things. This is very forced from PaiN Gaming. It's like panic ultimates. They should be safe because they have wave clear, so they don't really risk being those there because they are ahead. So yeah, there was no need to panic like that. And very good movement from hard random. They took advantage of the Azir tower here, plus the choke points there. And PaiN Gaming being all on that side of the map, they had to go all the way around. PaiN Gaming got lazy, they tried to go through the choke points. Then Kira used his ultimate to block the choke points and take the free tower. So the tower would probably have gone down anyway. But that's just how League of Legends works. If you invest in dragons, then you leave your mid lane open, especially against an Azir. And Kira is doing a very good job at farming. He's ahead of Kami. And we are talking about Kami. Kami in Brazil is never behind in CS. It never happens. And in this game, Kira is 20 CS ahead. So yeah, good job. And now is the moment when it's time for PaiN Gaming to play the map. There is no dragon, there is no real risk of hard random doing the bow, because they don't have enough damage and they would place themselves in a shitty situation. The bot inhibitor, that's where Mylon needs to apply pressure. So PaiN Gaming knows that. And here I don't understand. Like, what the fuck? That's where hard random went on tilt. Right now I think, okay, PaiN Gaming can force the bottom inhibitor and do the fight at Baron, but then hard random can come and they have a very strong fight against a team doing the Baron, because they have Azir and they can, yeah, you can really get destroyed if you go for a Baron fight and you get caught there. And PaiN Gaming goes for it. It's not a bad call, but it's very dangerous. Actually, it's a good call. That's the best call. And here, because of this call, they managed to catch, and then they waste all their ultimates for no reason. Had they not used both their ultimates, if Gragas and Gangplank did not use their ultimates right there, they could have gone for Baron right after. Or if they used it earlier, but there they missed their ultimates, and like either you use it earlier and you get a kill, or you keep it, and because the support and the mid lane have to go back, you can have the Baron. But you cannot waste it like that. Okay. Yeah. And now I start to be worried again, because PaiN Gaming showed that they are not able to secure the Baron. Tried it, but hard random managed to defend, and if PaiN Gaming is not able to bait Baron, it looks like they don't have any other idea what to do. Like, yes, they split push and they bait Baron, that's their tactic. But they don't apply pressure anywhere else on the map, they don't steal anything. And that's usually where Brazilian teams start to throw. So right now I'm worried, because I think, because Mylon uses TP, so Smurf will have his TP before Mylon in next fight. So PaiN Gaming cannot anymore do the Baron bait, and also they don't clear wards well enough to bait hard random into anything. Like, hard random has the vision control of the river all game long, while they are behind in gold. So yeah, PaiN Gaming is not exactly doing the best job at denying vision. And there is where I start to think, okay, hard random is in complete tilt. Very good ultimate from 30. Jude doing a huge job, he goes over the wall and then he CCs everyone, then uses his ultimate. No one can kill him. Very good engage from Jude and 30, and that's exactly what they needed. And here Lex has a perfect flash and ultimate and does huge damage, while Kira from the other side of the wall uses perfectly his soldiers, and really the two carries of hard random saves the day now. This team fight was perfect from PaiN Gaming. This was a huge mistake from hard random. They have nothing to do with the Baron right now. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? You are 6k behind in gold. Sure, you have vision, but PaiN Gaming also has vision on the area. You managed to stall the game. You're waiting for the late game. And PaiN Gaming has no way to end the game now, and PaiN Gaming starts to be worried because they don't have any way to end the game now. PaiN Gaming starts to do very worrisome decisions, trying to force bounds they cannot do, and instead of letting them doing the mistake, you do the mistake yourself. And I believe if Hard Random waited a little bit more, PaiN Gaming would have tried to force the bound, and Hard Random would have had an occasion to win the team fight there. But if you are behind in gold, and there is vision on the bound, you cannot force bound. You put yourself in an even greater disadvantage. And now they do the exact same thing again. Last team fight, Hard Random did not lose the game right there only because Kira and Lex managed to have a huge damage on BRTT and Kami and managed to stay alive. But they cannot do this every fight. And now, same fight, exactly same thing. They put themselves under the bound. They cannot fight. Fighting under bound is like fighting 5v6. And if you're behind, you cannot do that. And then Kami has all the time he wants to go from the other side and kill the fleeing opponents. So yeah, this was the mistake of Hard Random in this game. The two mistakes of Hard Random was first, the swap lane. The swap lane was not very good. Smurf getting caught and then using TP on the tower. This was the first huge mistake. Then they did a very good job on using their composition and staying in the game. And then again, they tried to force bound when they did not have to. And now that PaiN Gaming has opened the base, and now they start to win the team fights, there is nothing Hard Random can do. PaiN Gaming is very far from the 5 dragons because of their mistakes in the mid game. So yeah, only 3 dragons, but now I don't see any way for Hard Random to win. It will be way too easy for PaiN Gaming to get the inhibitors, and once they get the inhibitors, they can just take advantage of the map. I don't think it's worth watching all the rest. And we will see in the very late game when PaiN Gaming tries like this. Here we will see why it's so important for Hard Random to wait for the late game. I'm gonna pause. See, PaiN Gaming, full build, even Sword of the Occult for Mylon, which is a very shitty item for Gangplank, honestly. Full build, Gragas almost full build, Ari almost full build, Sivir full build, even the support is almost full. Meanwhile, Nautilus, 1, 2, 3 items, nowhere near. Jungler, 1, 2, 2 item and a half, like he has nothing. Kira is only fed 1, he has almost full build, actually. AD carry, 3 items, so it's 3 items against 5 items. 3 items and a half. And then the support, he has almost nothing. They don't have, they missed 2 inhibitors, so Hard Random, they are really in a shitty situation, and you will see that their team fight, their 5v5, is so much stronger than the PaiN Gaming's 5v5, that even like it, the team fight will be very close. You will see. They managed to kill Kami. One of them get down, but then Lex starts to deal damage. PaiN Gaming fights, but then they get 3. But then Lex deals tons of damage. He kills another. And now only 2 of them manage to defend because they have such a good team composition. And now PaiN Gaming cannot end. Sure, they can get the inhibitors, but they cannot end. So see how much ahead PaiN Gaming is. Like they are 15k ahead. And Hard Random manages to defend even without towers. So Now imagine if it was 5 items for every hard random players and 5 items for every PaiN Gaming players, then hard random in the late games, it would destroy PaiN Gaming. So that's why the Baron call was really shitty from hard random. All they had to do is wait for PaiN Gaming to do mistakes and wait for the late game and take advantage of the 5v5. Well, easier said than done, but at least you don't force it. But now, 3 inhibitors down, then PaiN Gaming will get the 5 dragons, plus the Baron, and then it's GG. You cannot defend with the 3 inhibitors down. The Baron buff keeps, the dragon buffed 5v5. You can have the best 5v5 team, there is no way. So yeah, this game, bad swap lane from hard random, which allows Mylon for easy split push. Gangplank gets very fed. Then hard random reacts very well against Gangplank by sieging the mid lane, using very well their Jinx and their what's his name, Azir. Then PaiN Gaming starts to do mistakes, fighting 4v5, not keeping vision, not clearing wards from their opponents, going back too often, not keeping the pressure. PaiN Gaming will go for shitty dragons, which allow hard random to come back in the game. And then when PaiN Gaming is struggling to close the game, and hard random has to stall the game and wait for the late game, hard random for no reason tries to go for Baron, and then they get punished for it. And that's where they lost the game. So this game was not exactly won by PaiN Gaming. It was a pretty good game by PaiN Gaming, but there were many flaws. And then hard random just did a good job in the mid game, had a very shitty early game, did a very good job in the mid game, and then threw for no reason in the late game. Okay, that's it. That's it. Took the look. That's it. That was the first time I do that, so you could realize that I was not very comfortable with it, but I did my best. I hope you enjoyed it, and I might do it again next week after this second day of games. I do this especially in English because there is no English stream. There is no English stream for this tournament, and I think it's a pity. And because most people don't understand Brazilian, Portuguese actually, I thought maybe it would be useful if I do that. That's it. Thank you very much.